all about divide and conquer. So don't believe the hype when they say they want us to unite. For it's all lies, as politicians will spread lies portraying us as public enemy number one, when our true public enemy are the ones with the gun and the badge claiming to protect and serve. So no matter how you get down. 911 is a joke in your town, my town, in anyone's town. When you're black or brown, that's why we gotta shut them down, shut them down. See, they're in fear of a black planet. That's why they need a nation of millions to hold us back. And they want us to get the fuck out of Dodge. We strike back and we show them what we got. Good evening, everybody. I'm your host, Blitz. So let me go ahead and give y'all a couple of house rules. I thought I would do it a little bit different. So whose first time is at an open mic? All right. Now, whose first time to a Dallas Poetry Commission sanctioned open mic? There's a difference. All right. All right, we're gonna do things. We're fun, we're loud, we're sporadic. We got a little bit of everything. So we're gonna bring you everything tonight. We got some of the dopest poets in all of DFW. So give it up for yourselves first and foremost. Thank y'all for coming out. I know it's been a long drive and a long day, and it's been a long work week, and it's only Tuesday. With that being said, let me go ahead and give y'all the house rules. Rule number one, respect the mic. I don't care what's going on in this world. Please, everybody take your cell phones out right now. There's this thing called silent. Please, put it on. That way, if anybody calls, you don't know until after the show. Rule number two, have a great time and respect everybody's opinions. With that being said, let's kick off this open mic.
Yeah.
All right. I got 9 dope poets on this list. And where do I start? Let's see. I'm going to start with our newest Dallas Poetry Commission member, Sergeant K-Bar. Give it up.
Hello. Usually I like to be the comedian of the group, but figured I'd do something a little different. Give y'all a way that I learned as I was growing up. I don't know what it's like to be black. You see, it's something that I've been trying for 47 years to attack. I grew up in a whitewashed city, divided from north to south like we couldn't live together. In the South, it always seemed like the sun showed brighter because the color of our skin was lighter. I can't tell you how many times I heard, there's another one moving in. There goes the value of everything around. Me, just a child, thinking, how can the color of someone's skin affect the value of my town? I love baseball. From the time I picked up a bat, I knew I was going to be the greatest ever. From 4 to 15, it was my life. But something in the middle, and then in the end, would cause all that love to sever. When I was 8, Joe joined our team. You see, Joe was black, and the 10 of us were white. At 8 years old, you shouldn't have to witness what now came for me to light. Joe was better than half our team. In the 15 games we played, he didn't start one. In the last game of the season, when we played in that championship, my thoughts weren't on what we had won. Why were we celebrating? And Joe was sitting in the dugout crying. At 8, I for sure didn't know what it was like to be black. Joe wasn't on my team the next year. Baseball had become, instead of a dream for him, it became a fear. So from 4 to 14, we never lost a game. The city got so tired of us, they told us, you got to go play in Dallas. It's not fair for the city to have your team with all this fame. Our first game when I turned 15 was a sight to see. My team looked across that field, and there wasn't a whitewashed kid for an eye to see. When they took the diamond, I peered in the right field, and I said to my team, hey, that's Joe. I want to see what he can do. They looked at me and said, who? You see, after 8, I realized my team was happy living in the South, and I wanted to learn, so I spent most of my time in the North. Joe was my friend. He wasn't theirs because they couldn't realize what he was worth. A funny thing happened in that game. 10 years of dominance in a whitewashed city came at a cost. We lost. My coaches quickly gathered us together and said, we will not shake their hands. The other team lined up calmly, waiting on us to join them back on the field. North versus South. It was time for me to take my stand. I threw my glove onto the floor and walked to the mound. Alone, I shook each of their hands until I got to the end. There Joe stood, and I gave him a hug because he was my friend. I never played another game, and about 20 years later, Joe asked me why. You see, he couldn't understand that I let my talent die. I told Joe I didn't know what it was like to be black, and after I met you, I started that attack. I learned that the most valuable lesson I was ever going to know from my last game. If my team couldn't accept you, then those 10 years of whitewash winning were never true.
Great job, great job. Give it up to Sergeant K-Bar. And you know, baseball is my favorite sport,
Yeah.
so I appreciate that. Oh yeah, I forgot. If you hear something dope, say rewind. And if they say they got something new, say new shit. Now with that going, let's see who we're gonna call up next. I don't recognize its name, but we're gonna go with Mike the Poet.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Man, blessings. I was just building a transmission, and I'm always building transmissions. I break them down. I'm very tedious about what I do, and I'll build 2 or 3 transmissions a day, and I'll talk to my mom, and I'm like, hey, mama, how you doing? She said, boy, you always working. There you go again. You building transmissions. She said, do something different. She said, go use your gift. Go do some poetry or something, what you love to do. So I guess what brought me out tonight, I got ready about 15 or 20 minutes ago, and I've written over 1,000 poems, recited over 700. I'm always writing. I'm always reading. I love to read. I love to read. I love knowledge, and that what keeps me at a sound mind. Anyway, this piece right here is called "I Win." "I Win" came from situations I was involved with a young lady, but I had some couple of shows to do when I was in Houston. But I was deeply in love with this girl, man. And, so I ended up leaving, but they ended up canceling 2 shows. So I'm heading back to Fort Worth, 77 miles out, Fort Worth from Waco, all the way to Fort Worth. So when I made it here, I gave her a call. I'm like, how you doing? What are you doing? So I'm getting ready to go to bed. She's like, yeah. I said, yeah, you know I love you, right? And we just got an apartment in Woodhaven. And she said, well, I'm getting ready to go to sleep. I said, I love you. I'll talk to you later. So I finally made it to the house. So I got a little bear for her, and I'm clapping this bear, and I'm looking at a little monkey, a little bear, and I'm got in the car. I want to romance her because I'm back early and it's raining. So this particular time, I went to open my door in my apartment, and the top bolt lock. I'm like, God, well, I guess you just locked it because I ain't here. So I went around to the balcony, and I jumped the balcony, and you can barely open the balcony. And the way you can open my little latch, you can get I had a little Allen wrench on my key, and I kind of like pulled it up, and I'm like, but I really wanted to surprise her, but it was something in my heart that something wasn't right. And so I waited for a minute, and I slid the door open, and the little dog I just bought about like a month ago, a little son, a little wing dog, and he ran to the thing. I went to, calm down, calm down. I really want to surprise her because she don't know I'm inside this house. I'm not a maniac or anything, man. I really want to surprise her before I saw what about to happen. So I gave the dog a little snack. And when she came out the room, she like, where you get that snack? I'm by the couch. I'm hiding by the couch. But I'm kind of like shaking her. Why am I hiding? And she went to the refrigerator. She asked her, she said, you want something to drink? And I heard the voice say, no, I'm good. So now I'm really at a pause behind this couch. I'm like, now I'm starting to get anxiety and I'm sweating. I'm like, should I get up now or just wait for a second? And I waited for about 5 or 10 minutes and I'm laying there, I'm positioned, and I'm starting to hurt my back. I'm starting to hurt. I'm trying to move around. And she finally went inside the room and cut the kitchen light off. And she went in the room, and 15 minutes had passed and I'm still on the couch. And I'm standing there holding the couch, and I'm waiting, I'm listening, and I'm waiting for another sound. And so I'm waiting. I heard the toilet flush and I heard the seat fall. Boom. That's got to be a guy because women don't let the seat up and let it fall. So I finally went in, And I waited 10 to 15 minutes. I went to the kitchen area and I stepped back and I'm waiting. I just really want to know if it is what it is. And she's and I'm listening 15. So I finally heard some music. It was Jaime. All I really want is to get a love 24/7. After that, all I heard that sound. I did not want to hear it. I heard that. So I pushed the door open and I seen what was going on. And he had her legs in the air and he was making love to her. They didn't even see me. So I dropped to the ground real fast and went up under my dresser, grabbed the gun. And by the time they stood, I hit the light in. And it was a little deal after that. But he ended up running out and they called the police. But there was a lot of anxiety going on through that moment. So I named this piece where I win. I win. Without the lust of a man who planned my emotions to be struck by the pain of my own infidelity. Was I the pusillanimity individual to pick up the two rotten nuts that the squirrel left behind? My coolness had melted. Why in the hell did I let my mind derail like an effing train? I don't want to be insane. God knows I don't want to be insane. Please help me. I love that girl, but she hit me hard. Now she lead the lead in RBIs, home runs, and stolen bases. You should see her fans in their faces. They might can place themselves in my shoes, but they can't tie my laces because I got on boots. I've trained my mind to overlook your kind all the time. Look at you now, you still in the bind, but it's playoff time. You won't go a Boston on me on the first hand. Your deal, what you got, partner? I got 8. Let's go 10. Set that I win. By the way, you can get those deck of cards to your friends. Honestly, you can get those deck of cards to your friends because I win. And it's just like that.
Yeah.
All I do is win, no matter what. I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win. And if you go with me, put your hands in.
We're gonna shift gears. We're gonna do something a little bit different. I had already guaranteed our feature will get to do her set at 8:15, and then we're gonna take a small intermission and we're gonna run through this open mic list tonight. So are y'all ready for give it up for Denitra?
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Okay, let me put this on. So I'm being accompanied tonight by the lovely and beautiful, talented Rama. She's a singer. She's also a college student, and she's studying to be a doctor, and she's just such a good heart. So I'm glad that she can join me today. I guess tell you a little bit about myself. So Denitra Tierra is my government. It's my first and middle name, so I just perform by it. I'm originally from New York, pretty much all my life. I recently moved to Pennsylvania for work. What else can I tell you? I love the creative process, so I definitely want to share that with you tonight, a little bit of insight, because I made my first poetry album. It's called Denitra Tierra Renaissance Resurrection, and it's a modern day homage to the Harlem Renaissance, which I lived in Harlem for well over a decade. And it just like that period to me, the creativity, right? And the way that people convened and made change and activists, right? And the poets were such a big part of that. I feel like we can change the world. I feel like that's really needed right now in these times. It's never stopped being needed. So that's why that album. I recently became a member of the Recording Academy. So they have a spoken word poetry category for best spoken word album for the Grammys. So I get to vote on all the Grammy albums this year for spoken word. And I'm so excited about that, being a part of that. Thank you. And if any of you are interested, you have albums that you want to submit or just to find out more what the application process is like, I'm happy to talk to you about that during intermission or later. You can DM me. I only joined Instagram like a year ago to do my poetry because obviously social media is important to connect with people. But before then, I was low key and really just doing work. Also, there's a poet called Saul Williams who I really admire. He did a film called Slam. He was also on the Nuyorican Poetry Slam team. And my album is dedicated to three people. So, first of all, my beautiful daughter, Jasmine. And then also my father, who was my hero. So my father was from Brownsville, New York, which if you know Brownsville, that's where Mike Tyson was from. In Louisiana, a lot of people, it's not an easy place to grow up. But he was just a brilliant man, a kind man, and he taught me so much. My dad was really my hero. And he passed, but the album is dedicated to him because I feel like everything he's instilled in me, I still have. And then Saul Williams, because after I graduated from college, I went to college at night, because I had to like work to pay for it during the day. And then I decided to go to law school at night too. And once I graduated from law school, it takes like one extra year if you go at night. I had one lunch with Saul Williams. So I don't know him, but he took the time to have a lunch with me. And everybody was telling me, and this was 20 years ago. Okay, I'm 49, y'all, so you have to choose. You have to be one or the other. Everybody was saying, you can't be all these different things. You went to law school, be a lawyer or a poet, one or the other. And I really didn't know what to do. And he was like, don't you know about Paul Robeson, who was a lawyer, a poet, an opera singer, a football player, a this, that, and in a time, right, where how hard was it to be those things? And it was because of him that I felt the courage to still do it years later and say, I'm going to do both. And so he's the third person that my album is dedicated to, because I feel like sometimes just one person believing in you or encouraging you can change your life. And for some reason, I didn't listen to like the 100 people that were telling me I had to choose. He was just so that I believed him and I appreciate him. And I got to tell him thank you after all these years, 20 years later. So that's that. We're going to start with my black tie hip hop man. So what I was picturing with this, because you'll hear the instrumental and the singers also in the background on the track, and Rama's going to sing along with that. I pictured, if any of you know, like the original Sparkle or the new Sparkle, that trio, or In Vogue, right? Even Destiny's Child, like really like a girl group. So it's three people singing. Speaking of multifaceted, one of the people on there is my former hairdresser, my natural hairdresser, Radically Curly. She sings as well as does hair. So she was the beautiful soprano on that track. I can't play music, but I can hear it in my mind. So I started hearing it. So she's going to start. I got me back to it. It's just like, with him till the end. He moves from Abu Dhabi. He moves from Abu Dhabi to DC to Lenox Avenue. Whether he wears a suit, a hoodie, a tux, or white tee, he always looks so handsome and brand new. Because his self-confidence is not defined by superficial or external things. But don't get it twisted. It's hard to resist it whenever he looks at me. We don't waste our time debating silly things that in our society can sometimes get out of hand. Because by all of the definitions that matter, he's a true high value man. He's high value in his integrity. He's high value morally, a disciplined man in all ways. With a great sense of humor, we share laughs every day. A hustler spirit, intelligent, a leader, protective. He's kind. He has swag, and he knows just what to do. And we can hit Michelin star the seafood shack on the beach or just cook at home. It all depends on the day and our mood. He speaks all of my love languages, including the one that says I need delicious food. Delicious food for my mind, delicious food for my spirit, delicious food that nourishes my soul. His love for me can't be measured in bands or bags. And although he provides for me, of course, I provide for him too. He provides love and wisdom and good energy, protects me from the hate and the fake fakes, and shields me and guides me from things I don't even see. I provide love and warmth, a safe place to fall, Loyal lioness vibes, intelligence, and sensuality. I'm telling you that man is it for me. And I've made our house a home, and he loves to come home. He can't wait to cross that threshold and come inside. I love whenever he comes inside. At night, legs entwined, we make love so sublime. Energy exchange, sexy playfulness, laughter, orgasmic sensuality. We vibe, exchange ideas, creative juices flowing. As our juices are flowing, there are no rules. I'm tired of trying to live a life defined by where people try so hard to impose their rules on you of what you're supposed to be. No, me and my black tie hip hop man, whenever we're together, we are free. Because the thing that we're both most proud of is our authenticity. The next morning, he squeezes me from behind as I squeeze fresh juice to go with our breakfast. We feel so connected. As we talk and strategize, we're both laser focused together on the larger prize, like leaving generational wealth in our love legacy. When I look at him, I'm so glad that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Whether he's wearing shorts and sneaks, white tie, or we're barefoot on the beach. Like water, he just flows. And he moves from England to Ethiopia to East Compton with ease. He's the type of man that other men respect, with strong confidence but never cockiness. He knows just what to do. And he'll do it by any means necessary because he's disciplined in all ways and ever evolving like Malcolm. And he'll lose it all rather than lose his integrity like Ali. Creatively, he's genius like Prince. And no matter his height, he's a truth-telling giant, a man among men, unafraid like Cat. He treats the janitor and the president with the same respect, like my father, Thomas Oliver. And he composes the most beautiful symphonies daily for our family, while always knowing that love is 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 love. Like Lin-Manuel Miranda, he's a marathon runner, a visionary who hustles like Nipsey. And he's a lord and a poet who's built a lasting legacy for our community, like Felipe Luciano. And his body is the epitome of the saying, health is wealth, like Mr. Wad, because he knows that if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And all of these things and more are the reasons why I love him and I appreciate him. And I appreciate that he's mine because he flows from Tanzania to Tunisia to Texas and Tennessee effortlessly. And he knows just what to do. And if you meet him once, trust me, he'll make a believer out of you. He'll make a believer out of you precisely because you know that he's not trying to. And he'll bump Nas to Nat King Cole, Bocelli to Busta, Coltrane to Cardi, Mozart to Minaj, and Stevie to 21 Savage too. But his superpower for me will always be his authenticity. Next to him, I'm forever proud to stand, my black tie hip hop man.
Yeah.
Whether black tie or white tee, it's always there for me. With me to the end. I love her and my friend, the black tie hip hop man. Whether black tie or white tee, feels all I need. It's the only man I need. I love her and my friend, I'm with him till the end. The black tie hip hop man.
Please from RBW. Thank you. So, Blitz, are you able to just move the mic for me to just adjust it so it can be like pointing a little more? Thank you. And to the person who said rewind, I wasn't ignoring you, bro. I'm sorry. That's like New York. I'm not ready for that. But I've been practicing my rewind because Blitz told me that that's a thing you do out here, and I love it. So yeah, I won't do it this set, but I will definitely practice that in the future because I like the little rewind. I like that. And this one is called The Real Ones. I had a violinist do this when she heard the poem, And basically, because I didn't want anything but the instrumental, because to me, a real one can be anyone. So I didn't want them to picture a certain person when they heard it. I wanted them to know that if you're a real one, you'll know. And sorry, Blitz, she's on the Vegas Raiders team, the violinist. So, I know Blitz is very into the scenes, but she, yeah, her name is Ellie Rose. So I want to give her credit. And she heard the poem and she just made that music to go with it, which really, it felt something to me. So this is The Real Ones, which comes out of a lot of personal experiences. And I hope you can relate. Because there's a reason why the saying, real, recognize real, exists. The real ones can be rich. The real ones can be poor. The real ones can be virgins, celibate. The real ones can be whores. The real ones can be any race, religion, or ethnicity. Because the real ones' major qualifications are simply loyalty, integrity, and authenticity. There's no exact formula, but it's something that we all know when we see. Because the real ones are not people who are easily explained. They're multifaceted, compassionate, honest, would never engage in a relationship solely for personal gain. Because real ones are reciprocal. They view time as a precious commodity, much too valuable to waste. Real ones epitomize the laws of attraction. Real ones are magnetic. They never chase. Real ones are full of heart, courage, and character. They'll fill your life with less tears and much more laughter. And no matter your financial status, you'll always be way too impoverished to buy a real one. Because their integrity and soul are never for sale. Real ones observe much more than they speak. Real ones are compassionate, but not naive. So confident in who they are, they never dream of entertaining low vibrational energy. The real ones know that some say amen, some say amin, ashe, and so it is, or sadu. Because real ones know that there are many spiritual paths, but certain universal truths. Real ones are too busy seeking knowledge and working to better themselves to ever waste their time frivolously passing judgment on someone. The real ones are truth tellers. Their self-worth will never depend on likes or applause. They're true friends who will be there in your darkest hour when you feel most vulnerable and raw. The real ones refuse to engage in negativity or tearing people down. The real ones stay far away from circuses because royalty doesn't entertain the clowns. If the real ones were analogous to spirits, then we'd always be top shelf. The real ones know what really matters in life. Like Nasir Jones said, it's that health is wealth. The real ones have learned so much about life, their knowledge honestly earned. The real ones know when to stay and when to go, and what bridges are actually better when burned. And if you're open, the real ones will generously share their wisdom and advice. They'll help you up when you're down, all the while silently adjusting your crown. As you continue your journey, as you continue to grow, never once making them feel less than or smugly saying, I told you so. Because the real ones recognize with some of life's hardest of lessons often come the biggest breakthroughs and God's greatest blessings. And you'll recognize the real ones through their resilience and how they grow wiser and realer as they age. Because the real ones possess an inner gorgeousness that 1,000 wrinkles could never fade. Real ones are confident enough to command a room silently or grab a mic and bless the stage. Because the real ones are never haters. Real ones are hella secure. They'll happily sit back, clap, and support whenever it's someone else's floor. So if you're a real one and you meet a real one too, well, you better hold on tight. Because like black swans, real ones are exceedingly rare, and you're in for an incredible ride with an unstoppable friend who will always be there, who will stand right by your side. A ride filled with love, adventure, and loyalty between the majestic real ones for life. Thank you. Thank you. That is my favorite, and I can already tell that there is a lot of real ones in here just from this session. So real recognize real, and we don't have to do them because I want to make sure that I have the chance to talk to any of you who have any questions about the spoken word category, or if you'll be in New York, I'm going to be doing a salon series. I just found out yesterday at the Langston Hughes house, at his actual house. So I'm doing a series of 3 series. So talk to me. I'm looking forward to meeting all of you and to hearing the rest of your open mics because I've been enjoying it. Your home was great. Thank you.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Y'all enjoying the show so far? I know it's a little bit out of order, but we do things differently from time to time. We're going to take a 10, 15-minute break, let y'all meet the feature, talk to her, and then we're going to bring a lot of these dope poets up here. Be ready when I call y'all. We about to go through this and have some fun.
Yes, all right.
Oh, yeah. We have food and drinks over at the table. Help yourselves.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, we have something special down here at Grand Island this evening. Recording of Blue Note Records.
Yeah.
How about a big hand now?
Wait a minute.
Jazzy, bounce, yeah, as we dip in the melodic sea. Rhythm keeps flowing, drips on MC. Sweet sugar pop rocks, pop and don't stop till the sweet beat drops. I shall improve every second move. Living things recited on top of the groove. Smooth, line, floating like a butterfly. Sounding like a lullaby. Brace yourself as the beat hits. Dip, dip, the beat dance. That ice cold, Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them good girls, straight masterpieces. Styling, wildin', living it up in the city. I got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent, gotta kiss myself, so pretty. I'm too hot. The police and the firemen are too hot. They can tell you about the retirement, are too hot. You know who I am, too hot. Break it down. Girls, sing you hallelujah. Girls, sing you hallelujah. Girls, sing you hallelujah. Cause uptown, I'm gonna give it to you. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 You can get a tip cause I like you just the way you are. Just tripping, I want it quick, can you handle me the way I am? Tripping with the keys of the car keys, girl, I like you just the way you are. Let me see you strip, you can get a tip cause I like. Jump, it's official. Yeah, we're taking over. Remix. Francis, go. Tell me where you at. Let's do it, yo. And I'm getting my own. Let me tell y'all what I said. I need a country. Yeah, they could believe. Well, I never thought that I would see this. Way far back in your day. I saw something that I love you. I like them down in your camel down. I like them down in the baby blue. I like them down in the cowgirl. Down in the country, down in the country, girl. Country, that's pretty. Down in the country, it's like party like back in the day. We got a party going on. All the roads over here. We never dance wrong for party. You know I got to be there. This is the one you're talking about. On the job, all week long. They looking like they stepped out the magazine. And the fellas so fresh and so clean. We didn't have to say a word to the DJ. Cause he knew just what to play. And we put on that soul music. We just night away. Yeah. Out tonight. Jam, we gonna jam. Dance on the way. Dance on the way. The legend of the Phoenix ends with beginning. What keeps the planet spinning? What's in the beginning? We are too hard to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cause to the stars. She's up all night to get sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 I got enough to go around. And it still takes place uptown. I grew up on sidewalk, walking the street talk, and we talk the whole New York, the whole way to Queens to get the food from Brooklyn. They money in my hand and never been took it. Go uptown in the Bronx and boogie down the struggle on the island of the way around. Build my juice back up, rock stack up. Suckers get smacked up, don't doubt the clout. They know what I'm about. I focus on knocking it down, shaking them up, waking them up, waking them up, waking them up. Standing on shaking ground, go to the head.
Let's see if I know the leg.
For the strike break, shorty's here. They pick up these little bodies to bear. Here's a simple that's the seat. I can't get revenge, then they rest in peace. Somebody got stuff I just might be fair one. You give a brother a fair one. Stay alert at all fees. And I do work with these things like leaves. Switch to southpaw, switch to right jaw. I don't like your hyper night fall. Smooth what I mean like a moment. Down face up to the phone me. The rest like hell gets next. Cause I don't like stress. We things wait for innocent bystanders to stand. The go stop the playing out. Chill like the Gino. Feel like the hero. Black Gambino. God like the hero. Living on shaky ground. Too close to the edge. Let's see if I know the land. Play around with the duck when I dig by the cloud. Rock the town, talk this shit, never easy, make a name. Put it on a bullet, put it in your brain. Rock like a buckshot, we get a quick move. Take the gas, move more when the light is low. Fade my dudes, fade the core. And my pockets still back, whatever I'm back, I get the weapon back. Whatever true, speak one beat, hot track, take the people like it. So come say hi to a black guy, don't save the pie, I don't plan to die. It's like it's loose, and I got shoes. And crazy juice, straight control of things. Like I am so amazing. Hey, I was in the West, I'm trying to play. I'm not rolling my life. Like I'm going to die. I'm going to shot. I'm going to play my life. When I put beat, the smoke never clear. Area never clear. This here's a kid. Living life too close to the edge. Hoping that I know the legs.
Guess who's coming? Timberland, aka Bill Drummond. You can get it crunk like me, Timberland. Or my nigga Scoop, aka Fat Man. We guaranteed to make the party go out. Fellas say, oh, girls say, ah, looking at the corn rolls up in the club. Girls, don't be bashful, girl. Back it up, girl, like it's smoking, man. Shake that ass as fast as you can. Like girl, shake it like you brought it from a suntan. My dog, grip it, grab it, like a little stick. What you talking about? Holding back, really get on the dance floor, talking like a little What you talk about cutting it back? Girl, you better take that back. Where my girl roll deep in the club. Can't wait to hit the button, get after my dog got more than 100, but you can't wait to pull up a big old we started shutting it out. You must learn to crawl out. We started shutting it out. You must first begin to breathe out.
Yo, time to hit the stage. Give them that work. Coming in hard, swinging for the fences, home run hitter, hardcore spinner. I've been cooking this ghetto dope poetry since 2001, man. This shit's strong as the chronic, man. Quite frankly, these rhymes ain't bionic, man. See, I'm an official poet. Ain't nothing artificial about me. For artificial intelligence can't create what I create. It ain't been through what I've been through. It ain't seen what I've seen. It just ain't got the recipe to be me. It ain't had to overcome writer's block or anxiety. It doesn't know what's inside of me. Honestly, not too. You know why? Honestly, not too many can copy me. Creatively, I'm poetry's Iron Man. Hat game, I'm point like Tony Stark's technology. I want to be the best poet that I can be. I've been on a few road trips, but that ain't enough. I'm on a conquest like the 96 Bulls, 72 and 10, giving y'all that work. I'm the beast from East Fort Worth, serving to supreme clientele like yourselves. So thank you for coming out tonight. I done been through muddy waters just to get here. If you ain't got that, then you ain't listened to enough East Coast rap. My name's Blitz the Poet. I'm from the South. Let's get this kicking off. All right. Let's run with the next person on the open mic list. I promised them they wouldn't go first, and I kept my promise. Come on down, the Black Phoenix.
I'm gonna tell my club, I'm gonna blow my trees. I'm trying to some telling my freeze. I'm a fool with it, 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 fool with it. I'm a girls, hate from the guys, so I can't go. Nah, they switch sides. I'm a fool with it, fool with it, fool with it, fool with it.
I'm an amateur now. Oh, hi y'all. Sorry, I am very nervous, very anxious, and all that good stuff. So, like you said, I'm the Black Phoenix. So yeah, hey y'all. I'm not a poet. I do not rhyme. I do not spit. I am pure raw emotion, your biggest fears and daily embarrassments covered in flesh. I open my mind and heart to release my emotions and frustrations into you. I spew forth the words, feelings, and thoughts we all have bottled up inside. I am not a poet. I do not spit. I do not rhyme. I'm a powder keg of every feeling you have ever felt. Am I sad? Can't you see these tears I'm sad? And I know you're probably sad too. So let's embrace that together. Merge that sadness into pure community joy. You are not alone. I am not a poet. I do not spit. I do not rhyme. I open my mouth and embrace audiences. Pure, raw, spoken truths and feelings. I am not a poet. I'm emotional trauma. I am healing in the making. I am that joy you felt on the morning of a school field trip. I'm the smell of a new book opened on a cold day with a hot drink, full of adventure and new experiences. I am not a poet. I do not rhyme. I do not spit. I caress your senses with my words, massage your cerebral cortex with my innermost thoughts. I am the rage that festers in your soul. I am the love that makes the butterflies flutter. I am the sadness you can't evoke with sound. I am the joy that keeps dreams alive. I am the drama that breeds deep conversation. I am not a poet. I do not spit. I do not rhyme. I am the sledgehammer that breaks down walls and rebuilds myself with new hope. I am not a poet.
Look into my ultraviolet iris, I'm Osiris, I'm living papyrus, take flight like the ibis, intuitive, Tahuti in my fluid, blue black before the druid, if we ain't God, then who is? The young pharaoh, mystery initiate, I'm morph out the matrix.
Black Phoenix, everybody. I hope y'all loved it. Follow her on Instagram. Follow everybody y'all met tonight, matter of fact. And let's go ahead and run with, since I'm part of the DPC, and I'm going to give y'all a sample, because in 2 weeks, I will be back to host, and my feature will be Deep Dallas Poetry Commission. We're about as deep as the Wu-Tang Clan as far as poetry. So I'm going to bring y'all one of my members right now, MK47.
Okay, let's go. Achoo!
Bless you.
God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Now I feel bad for you guys with allergies because you constantly got someone in your ear trying to minimize you. Constantly being wounded by the way the 3 words they told us was healing, but when you sneeze, they don't say God blesses you, they say God bless you. So when you are asked about God, why do you look anywhere outside of you if it is you? If you are the God that tried to say be less of, then should only leave you questioning the powers you truly hold. The ones that don't involve language. The ones that don't involve amuse. Just the ones involving love and changes. The ones that leave a crowd amused. Cause it's the energy and energy releasing the lower parts of enemy, triggered by the pollinated perspectives trying to enter me, but I don't blame them. Look at me. I'm a God who knows she's a God. Surrounded by gods who are still trying to figure out if they even believe in God. Ain't that something? These worldly words got us forgetting. The word blasphemy will have a nigga feeling like they tripping. The word of God must require a non-melanated chip in, needing a vessel for their filthy words to fit in. Yeah. You pocket picking, I'm thrifting. Yeah. I'm anointed and I'm gifted, but on 4/4s I'm tipping. So no, you cannot get in, get in, get in. No, your words can't get in, I chew. So the next time you sneeze, remember God. Be more you. Appreciate you.
MK47, Dallas Poetry Commission's own, 817's own, my little sister in poetry. And we're gonna stick with the 817. He's not from the 817, but he resides in the 817, and he has his own show every third Saturday of the month. Mr. Ross with Art Official.
Hey, what's good, everybody?
All right.
All right, so as Blitz politely mentioned, I am co-founder of the House of Ludlow and the co-host of the Art Official Showcase, third Saturday of every month in Irving Fine Arts Academy. Please come check us out. Use Grace the stage. You can tell you how cool that is. But yeah, come check us out. Let's see. Okay. Trigger warning. A little bit of essay, a little bit of DV. So I'd like to give people fair warning on out. I wonder what you're thinking while I'm inside of you. Because honestly, from last time to this time, the last thing on my mind is, do I excite you? Yes, no matter how spectacular it can be made to appear by 6 o'clock newscasters, couldn't be further from that. Especially when it comes to the main course and the man with the 5 o'clock shadow standing in the shadows cast by your absent dad, the appetizer, either open-handed slaps or backhanded jabs, hit you till your eyes cross, his eyes to crosshairs, his mouth the chamber, he shoots out anger, words in the form of hollow-tipped bullets, empties clip after clip of curses, and proceeds to assassinate your character like, fuck you, bitch. You ain't shit. Then forcibly fucks you with his hollow tip. And I don't know if it's disgusting or ironic that the rougher we get getting into it, the more you seem to be getting into it. This no longer feels intimate, and yet I give it because lately that's how you like it. So I wonder, what you're thinking when I'm inside of you? Or what thought you had just before you arrived, and it sounds something like, fuck my pain, I'm just going to fuck my pain away. And I know you never come when it's that time of the month, but I guarantee it will be a sight to see should you decide to put a blue light to these sheets, maybe. The blood of the aborted fetus about which he was never told, or the dry heat and imaginary allergies you use to explain to co-workers when they saw blood coming from your nose, or maybe even those couple of drops of his you spilled when your bravery decided to show, but 2 drops. Where's a few pints over the course of a few years? Well, now that just ain't equal. And I know you've contemplated suicide many a times, slitting your wrist with shards from your shattered romantic dream because you offered him a down payment on forever with the piece of your soul. He just wanted a piece of ass. You can keep the change. Keep thinking he's going to change. Keep thinking one day he's going to wake up and magically be me. Maybe I hold some level of culpability in my thinking that give you queen treatment with the thing that helps set you free. See how the other side lives. See the other side live. He has no idea how close to death he came when I was locked and loaded, but you told me to refrain and let him live. All I am is all I have to give. And lately, that isn't even enough. And I've grown increasingly wearier trying to counterbalance what he does. He knocks you down. I lift you up just to show you he is beneath you. He makes you bruise on levels deeper than flesh, wounds. I lick what he hits. I make you my muse and write you as beautiful as I see you, and yet I remain your pretty lie and he your ugly truth. Could be that I'm the fool. Foolish enough to think I can fuck you from him. Deeper thrust, hoping I can fuck him out of you. Takes a lot to reverse the curse of abuse. So if romance and candlelight dinners don't work, then I got to come harder. I listen when you tell me to come harder. Hoping to fill that empty space with new life. Crazy, right? I learned that I am not, nor will I ever be capable of falling in love with a marionette. But I do understand how this current situation would make you crave something with no further strings attached. And while I can give you anything, everything, it really doesn't matter when it's yourself that you lack. So I wonder, what's your thinking when I'm inside of you? Because even though you call his name, I am not who you pray to. I am not capable of fixing the broken halo of a fallen angel. I cannot work miracles. I do hope you get to use my eyes as mirrors, though, and see what I see in all of its glory. But until then, I must bid you goodbye and try to find a cure for this touch of necrophilia I seem to be afflicted by. And it is unwise to be in love with a corpse, especially one seemingly so comfortable swallowing dirt from her gravedigger, never spitting it out. My hope for you is that you learn to one day see your worth in your truth and see yourself and love yourself as I'll start to love you from the inside out. Thank you.
He knows the real me, and he accepts me. He never hurts me.
Give it up once again for Ross. And like I said, follow him on Instagram at the Artificial page. And every third Saturday. I've been out there already. I love it. With that being said, let's see. Y'all know I'm a numbers person. I'm from Fort Worth. Anybody recognize Stop 6? So I'm going to call, I see a brother in red, and I grew up in a neighborhood that wore a lot of red. So Pharaoh, come on down.
What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Yeah, I'm old head OG. Down since the beginning days of the doc. I just want to acknowledge 4 queens before I do a piece who were born in the month of September. Okay? The first queen was born on the 4th of September. On the 4th, she turned 44. That would be Queen B, Beyonce. Right? One more Grammys than anybody else we know. You know? And the second queen was born on the 26th of September. And that is the winningest female tennis player of all time, Serena Williams. She will be 44. There's 2 queens that ironically were born exactly 10 years before them, and one of them has the same birthday, and that is the 2 owners of the dock. That's Danya Craddock. She's not here right now, but she was born the 26th of September, same day as Serena, right? Yeah. And ironically, Donna, who is here, she was born on the 10th day of September. Same year. Crazy, right? And people say, how are they born the same? The sisters are born the same, like just 2 weeks apart. Well, I'm gonna let y'all in a little secret. They're not really sisters. They're really aunt and niece. But you ain't heard it from me. Okay, so I'm gonna do my piece. And this piece right here is I just felt like I should do this. Is an old piece, but what's going on right now in our country and in the world, I think it's important that we watch the news with our third eye. It's crazy. It's called public service announcement. Okay. Public service announcement. In this new age of mass media,
it is crucial to be critical of what they're feeding us. By way of TV, radio, internet, and newspapers, you see our media is controlled by haters, basically hating on our progress. And as we believe all that we read, see, and hear, we slowly regress. So this is just a public service announcement or a warning to inform the people of the dawning of a new age of mind conditioning as they send subliminal messages to those of us who are listening. Those of us not really listening between the words of what's being heard must discern between fact and fiction and learn the power of our position as the people. Because even the people divided can in turn become united and change the condition of our day. But first, we got to watch out for the web of lies. Disguise as truth. As eyes and ears are no longer proof as to what is real. Sometimes we got to go on what we feel. As we can't believe all that we see and hear like that, like, we can't believe all that we see and hear like that flat screen or cube-shaped tube illusion. In this new age of mass media, it is crucial to be critical of what they're feeding us by way of TV, radio, internet, and newspapers. Our media is controlled by haters, basically hating on our progress. So as we believe all that we read, see, and hear, we slowly regress. So this is just a public service announcement or a warning to inform the people of the dawning of a new age of mind conditioning, as they send subliminal messages to those of us who are not listening, not really listening to the words of what's being heard. We must discern between fact and fiction and learn the power of our position as the people. Because even the people divided can in turn become united and change the condition of our day. But first, we got to watch out for the web of lies disguised as truth, as eyes and ears are no longer proof as to what is real. Sometimes we got to go on what we feel, can't believe all that we see and hear, as the line between fact and fiction isn't that clear. Like that flat screen or cube-shaped tube sending out illusions used to confuse those who misconstrue the truth for lies and lies for truth, like our only proof of the 6 o'clock, of the spoon-fed blues served to you by way of the 6 o'clock news. But whose news do you choose to use as your information station as to what goes on in this nation and across the seas? Do you believe everything you see watching TV so faithfully when we can't even see? See, because our vision's been impaired. We've been reared up in a blind state, not able to differentiate between fantasy and reality, blind to the fact that we still lack knowledge of our true self and our whole being. Our third eye is no longer all seeing. In fact, we suffer from cataracts of our mind vision, living in the prison of self-denial, with low esteem, limited confidence, and restricted dreams, because someone else told us who and what we're supposed to be. And even though this happened years ago, today we're still inflicted and infected by the same disease, causing a case of amnesia. Now we, the people of the sun, don't know who we really are or what great works we've done. Us who built the ancient empires, brought here to build this one under the gun and whip. We brought here in groups. We be the eagle in the chicken coop, not knowing we used to soar the sky until someone else told us we couldn't fly, just to break our spirit. And today, in the back of our minds, sometimes we still hear it. That voice of doubt, deceit, and confusion. Our lack of self-knowledge is what they're using against us. So what's the fuss when most of us know what's up? We have got to be more self-sufficient. The focus should be the betterment of us as a people. God's people. God's people. People of Israel. What is real is us and our story. As we be the glory, we be the example for the world to see, tied and crucified and hung from trees, but yet and still we be God's people. From pyramids to plantations to projects to poetry beats, we still be God's people. But ignorance is lethal. So let's inform, let's educate, let's love us better. Starting right here and right now and forever more. Peace.
Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. Yes. Was the song on my last jam, so here it is again, another death jam. But since I gave you all a little something that I knew you lacked, it's to consider me a new jack.
All right, give it up for Farrah.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Trying to run through this, trying to get everybody out of here before the storm hits at 9:30. So I'm gonna run through this. Let's go with Robin J.
Good evening. I apologize, y'all. I'm extremely tired. Good evening. This one I wrote a couple of weeks ago. I'm gonna say it tonight. I wear my skin like fashion, stitched bold, tailored to turn heads. My skin has a story to tell, and it tells it well. I stay dressed in that fuck 'em dress with high heels on. I wear my skin like a secret you've been aching to learn. It clings in all the right places, and its scent can make a man moan. It can turn a glance into a stare, so touch if you dare. I don't ask permission when I enter a room. I wear my skin like the sun shining brightly through. It is hemmed in confidence, buttoned with grace. This is not vanity, it's truth. Etched with survival and victories, tailored with pride. It's stitched with desire and defiance, and woven with the names I've given myself over the years when no one else was listening. Wearing my skin without shame, walking like each step is a well-penned verse, and the whole world cannot ignore the sway of my skirt. In peace. Yeah.
Let's go through the brown skin.
Give it up for Robin J, everybody. Like I said, follow everybody in this room tonight. You never know, you might meet your next favorite poet. Coming up next, 8th on the list, Richard.
Testing, testing. Can you hear me okay? All right. Thank you, everyone. A lot of powerful, powerful poems. Thank you so much. It's been really great hearing you guys. So I'm up here, and I wrote this poem because I'm afraid to be up here. And the reason why I'm afraid to be up here is because every time I look into a crowd, I see mirrors in the crowd, and that's the name of my poem. Mirrors in the crowd. Do you see them? There are mirrors in the crowd. They take an inner whisper and twist it to a scream. They shine like polished silver, but then reflect the unseen. Do you see them? There are mirrors in the crowd. They reveal all past failures and state our deepest flaws. They show us future errors and shatter every cause. There are mirrors in the crowd. Do you see them? They sound off, replay voices, painful words from our foes. They repeat verbal poisons and speak lies no one knows. Do you see them? There are mirrors in the crowd. They make each word feel heavy and every phrase a fight. They turn voices unsteady and bring all fears to light. Do you see them? There are mirrors in the crowd. Just know, panic can be shaped. Courage may yet be willed, and darkness shall be escaped. Just gleam back, trust instilled. Can you see them now? I'll look into the mirrors in the crowd. I'll give you another clue. They're windows to the soul. They reflect brown, green, or blue, and now they hold no control. The mirror in the crowd, the mirrors in the crowd are your eyes. Thank you.
Give it up for yourselves. Coming up next, my sister in poetry and also host of Erotic Elocutions. Yes, it's been on hiatus, but she is going to have this show up and running this Friday. Miss KP Holly.
No man. Get y'all here for a minute. Who's on his back for the next 5 years? This is dance, come on in. The new living days.
I'm not a singer, but sometimes I do a little something in the shower. Let's take a long walk around the park after dark. because I like it. As much as I enjoy our intimate conversations, I felt that when Jill said, or maybe we can just be silent. Quiet's kept him hurting inside, and his closeness is causing stirrings inside. Could this be those butterflies? At my most heartbroken state, long before the low, whimpering sounds turn into loud, violent sobs. You tell me it's gonna be okay, and I believe you, but I can't stop crying. And contrary to what I learned in childhood, I know it's okay to cry. Matter of fact, it's very necessary. If I cried you a river, it would be as long and as wide as the Mississippi at its highest points. You don't judge me or ridicule my choices. Tears stain my face. Sobs shake my soul. Anger fuels my frustration, and I'm ready to crash out. I want to say with him I feel safe and that he's my protector, but that's not right. Too much responsibility on his own part. Black man trying to make it, you know what I'm saying? So in that case, Webster guides me with words like loved and supported, connected, seen, honored, and cherished. Your fervent prayers nourish my nervous system and make me ready for their lies ahead. Soft sentiments uplift my spirit. Fill me to the brim with your blessings until I overflow. Bleeding out to believe I'm not good enough. Freezing during the summer heat while wearing the worth of someone else's opinions. Your eyes tell me stern yet certain. Girl, fuck them people. Your fingers remind me that I have and always will be great and can't nothing stop me but me. Emotions turned up high. Music way down low. Syncopated heartbeats. And in the darkness of the night, hidden moon, no stars in sight. I place my head on your forehead, put my forehead on your shoulder, wrap my arms around your arms, and I believe you. Poem. Thank you.
Give it up for Miss Katie Holly. And you forgot to plug the show.
She just told me that too. So you guys, I appreciate y'all. So as you said, I am the host of Erotic Elocutions. As my co-host, Rose Field, some of you may know I'm all over poetry, all over DFW doing poetry, bringing, the word out. So we are now going to be at the Diamond Suite in Duncanville. It's a big deal for us. We took a long break. If you can imagine being away from your craft like that, I'm excited for Friday. So you can holler at me. We're after hour show about Tuesday. We gonna start it off. Get you home by 1, I promise you. But yeah, thank you for that.
All right, give it up for, once again. Let's see, we got a few more people left on this list. Let's see who we're gonna go with next. Let's go with Mosaic.
So, yeah, Mosaic, that's my new name, right?
Yes.
Courtesy of Kojak from a couple weeks ago.
All right.
When I made my first open mic appearance. I am not a performer. So let's start off with that.
Yeah.
But I am a writer.
Yeah.
So they say I was born with a pen in my hand. Went to school, studied journalism, got a degree in journalism, went to work as a reporter.
Oh
I
my.
was telling other people's stories day in and day out for money. But I had rules that I had to follow. I had editors that would take my stuff and chop it up. So for my 63rd birthday, I decided to give myself a present. And I wrote a book. Published,
I got it. Okay.
published in August. So what do you think of it?
Dope.
All right, cool. Cool, that's high praise. Sorry, I'm so low on the list because I'm going after some great performers. And like I said, I'm not a performer. But in their own words, available on Amazon.com, poems on suffering, silence, and survival. It's not under the name of Mosaic, it's under my birth name, Clarence Cryer. But I'll take Mosaic. And I'm gonna do a couple of short ones. Last time I was here, I did some narrative poems, but there's a couple of short ones in here that I want to do because they are down and funky, and that's how I felt all day today. So the first one is called The Shooter. And the format of the poems in this book, there's a title and there's an epigraph attributed to some prominent people and some to some anonymous folks. But the shooter, the child, is an African proverb that says, "The child who is not embraced by the village will burn it down to feel its warmth."
Mm-hmm.
Harsh words cut, wounds run deep like third-degree burns. So he tosses, turns, but still can't sleep. He lies awake, suffering, sore, knowing sticks and bones do break bones, and words, they break so much more. His soul implodes, can't take no more, fighting to save face. He finds peace there, alone in the crawl space, where he locks, loads, and settles the score. And the next one, this one is called No One. There is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside you. Maya Angelou. All those years, and no one knew what we buried but held on to. That chronic hoax of I love you and this is what all big boys do. Left a hidden residue. So no one saw the scars of shame, born of secrets with no name. Young men learning grown-up games. No one listened, so no one heard the thunder of our silent words, muffled by that toxic lie. Boys don't tell, and boys don't cry.
All right. Once again, everybody, give it up for Mosaic.
Yeah.
Coming up next, we got just two more after this. We got Kate, and then we got two more to follow out the show. So come on down.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
How y'all doing?
Good.
Okay, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. I'm Kate. I'm not doing a poem. I usually come in here and switch the flow up real quick and do like a quick song. And I finally got one recorded. Also, back there, I have adult treats for those of y'all who celebrate 420. They back there for sale, 10, 15, and 20. You can get all the details if you go back there. But go ahead. Thanks. Yeah. Okay, so while he doing that, I like to think of myself as a songwriter. So this may not, what you're about to hear is not necessarily going on with me. I might put a little smidge of myself somewhere in there, but it's what I observe and stuff like that. And even with songs I usually do in here, it's always like a duet or male perspective versus female perspective. Sorry guys, I'm kind of on y'all case tonight. So
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Motherfucker hate this whole shit. Tryna be one for these niggas. They don't appreciate me. I never appreciate shit. You guys ain't doing too much. Side nigga ain't doing enough. He thought he won't call my bluff. I'm gonna get his stuff. Motherfucker hate this whole shit. Tryna be one for these niggas. But you don't appreciate me. I never appreciate shit. You guys say I'm doing too much. Side nigga ain't doing enough. And he thought he won't call my bluff. So I'm gonna get his stuff. See where all my real black kings at? Cause niggas now they can't stand on that word. Had to start to get mad when you talk back. Say niggas now they can't treat that when you good. But get mad when you act bad. And I ain't even trying to fucking hate. I'm sick of fucking hating all you niggas out here acting sad. All these broke niggas walk past me like, ooh, let me get the hell no, nigga. They don't never even got money to put it in the city town. People feel like, no, you ain't put it on this man and shit. I'm real fool for now, no nigga. But we white home practice on the soul, nigga. Daddy fucking forward and showing me up the road. So I'm singing that like to go my home. I'm like, oh, how dare this nigga? Man, me and mama don't even really even be talking. Yeah, she out here yelling all my business. Whether they got fingers or be dead, broke boy next door, real nigga. Yeah, they all try that cheat shit. But the broke ones kill me. Like, ooh, fuck it, I just played my pussy fuck song. Nigga, that nigga like, bruh, motherfucker ain't this and shit. These bitches know for these niggas. Cause they don't appreciate me, don't never appreciate shit. And they always say we doing too much. Sorry, but you ain't doing enough. Can't let the dick call our blood. We don't come get it, don't come get it, motherfucker ain't did some shit. Trying to be one for this nigga, but you don't appreciate it. I'm right to appreciate, but never appreciate it. I say I'm doing too much, but I ain't doing enough. Won't let the dick call my blood. He ain't trying to give me real, ain't trying to give me real love. That's it. Can't let the dick call our blood. Tell 'em come get it, tell 'em come get it, motherfucker ain't did some shit. Trying to be one for this nigga.
Now, is that song available on any platform?
Reject City Music. Reject is spelled with an X instead of a C. City, CTY Music.
All right.
Right up my little picture.
Go check it out then. All right. We got one more. We got two people left. We got coming up next. Pierce. Is it Pierce? Come on down.
Oh. Oh. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in there, up in there. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in there, up in there. Y'all gon' make me happy.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Y'all doing okay tonight?
Yes, sir.
It's been a wonderful, wonderful day.
Sir.
The last hot day of the summer, they said. That's what they said. Never, never. All right. So, I'm going to do Knocks Me Off My Feet real quickly for you. I see us in the park, strolling the summer days of imaginings in my head and words from my heart, told only to the wind, felt even without being said. I don't want to bore you with my trouble, but there's something about your love that makes me weak and knocks me off my feet. There's something about your love, yeah, that makes me weak and knocks me off my feet. It knocks me off my feet. I don't want to bore you with it. Oh, but I love you, I love you, I love you. I don't want to bore you with it. Oh, but I love you, I love you, I love you more and more. More and more. Thank y'all.
Give this love for Pierce, everybody. It has been an excellent night. I'm going to give y'all one more poem, and then I'm going to bring up our last poet of the night, Mr. Jamie Miller. Let me give y'all one, and then I'm going to bring him up. Welcome to a block you want to avoid at all costs. For once you arrive here, it's hard to leave. This block, it's scarier than a nightmare on Elm Street. This block will have you feeling as if you're in the movie Groundhog's Day, as the cycle repeats itself over and over and over again. You'd be better off getting blocked by the Kimbe Mutombo, because this block is a lot taller than that. It wouldn't matter who had the skill set of Lawrence Taylor or Micah Parsons, for this block would shut them down. This block is tougher than the bad boy Pistons, inflicting the Jordan rules in the paint, for it's hard to score on and get past. This block is more difficult than a Rubik's Cube, because this block, it gets in your head. I've been on this block before, and it was hard to leave. For the block I'm talking about is writer's block. Writer's block will consume you. Writer's block will confuse you. Writer's block will have you doubting you can still do this. Writer's block will have you questioning your creativity. Writer's block will attack you at your most vulnerable moments, like life tragedies and personal crises that already have you in your own head. That's just it. It's in your head. You just need to pick up that pen and just write, and write. So please avoid the block known as writer's block, for it will consume you and it will confuse you. Now we're gonna close out tonight with my brother in poetry, fellow Dallas Poetry Commission member in the heart and soul of DPC, for he is probably the only member that we know of that is actually from, born and bred in Dallas. I'm a forward transplant part of DPC. Oh, Kevin, I didn't know you were born in Dallas. We just learned that. We just learned that tonight.
Right now.
We just learned that.
I was 8 years old.
With Jamie Miller, and we will be back in 2 weeks with more DPC. So come on now.
Let's go. We were 9, 14 years old.
How y'all doing? I'm Jamie Miller, CEO of Exclusive Services. We recently launched the strawberry candle that comes with the first ever smart balloon. Now, I know y'all thinking candles and smart balloons. Just give me 2 minutes and I'll put it all into perspective. 10,000 black men are subjected to death at the hands of another black man annually. I'm really not a gambling type, but I'm willing to bet my last dollar that the return on investment would be real lucrative. Because when a white man kill a black man, we riot and protest. But when a black man kill a black man, we digress. That's kind of contradictory. When a white man kill a black man, we riot and protest. But when a black man kill a black man, we digress. That's kind of contradictory. Quarterly, 250,000 balloons sell the sky. It's like this smart balloon knows if he stays here, he dies. But if he leaves, he disappeared like a black truck driver in a sundown town. So fuck it. Why not try? A broken mother still has hope strong enough to turn a shard of glass into a beautiful kaleidoscope. Because pregnancy after pregnancy, her womb became an infant tomb. Kendrick Lamar told you that flowers bloomed in a dark room. You see Kendall, her precious Kendall, killed the flame of her beating heart. Ironically, his death was deja vu to his birth. He tore his mother apart. That was her last straw. Burying her son was from the city, but saw desert eagles fly before his life had begun. She won't benefit on her return on investment, won't profit off her profit. Sweet Jesus, her son, was crucified, although he never met Judas or Peter. Her son was her garment in this cold world. He just got caught lacking without his heater. His mother mind becomes an open mic, just stuck on rewind, because all she see is her infant son playing in the blinds. Where does a mother find reassurance? She doesn't. But if there's a next time, she vowed to get life insurance. Boom. Shout out to my brother Blitz and Poetry. I told him I wasn't coming, so I had to come away from Dallas. But I already knew it like 4 something I was coming, because he be everywhere supporting everybody. So I, so I got to be up about 5 o'clock in the morning, but it is what it is. So If y'all liking what y'all can hear, y'all can follow me at Jamie Miller on Facebook or Instagram, poetically_Jamie. 70% of black men die by suicide because they refuse to seek therapy. I had a conversation with my therapist. She asked me if I was familiar with the term repression. The truth lied within the change in my facial expression. Jamie, you seem to block out traumatical experiences as a defensive mechanism. I wasn't offended because her voice didn't have a trace of sarcasm. However, her theory contradicted my reality. Plus, she just reminded me that at 12, my brother made me practice my autograph every single day. He told me I'd be a celebrity. I'm the only sibling that doesn't wear glasses, but I still couldn't foresee my John Hancock would go over a felony. Mama, your track star broke the record at Henry Wade Justice Center. My brother is 6 years older than me, but our birthdays are a minute apart. So maybe both of our defensive mechanism is the same because he doesn't seem to remember that he's the one who taught me how to steal back in Duncanville when our grandmother fell ill. If I ever have to identify my brother's body, I'll search for a scar between his pinky and his thumb. You see, my brother hand got caught at the gate at Tom Thumb. I don't beef, I'm vegan now. But I can still taste the chicken he brought home in his hand while he bled in the other. How could a Holy Communion feel like the Last Supper? Well, maybe because it was the last time that I loved my brother, but I still pray to God, asking him to assist him with a little magic, because our auntie always told us to wrap up our Johnson. My son resembles my brothers, but he has only seen him once on FaceTime. I forgive him, but I can't forget that he's the reason I FaceTime. Jamie, Mr. Miller, ma'am, if your brother dies before you, are you willing to give him a proper burial? Ma'am, there's an African parable that says, if you don't forgive those who hurt you, then you become a prisoner of those whose handcuffs you wear. Excuse me, ma'am, I know this is kind of off topic, but I can still remember my brother being a decoy as we snuck on the back of the bus when we didn't have any bus fare. So if it's okay, ma'am, could we please end the session right there? Thank you.
Yeah.
Say thank you to everybody for allowing us to get our grievances with our poetry. I want to thank the owners, Donna and Danya of the Dock, for allowing me my first opportunity to host. So there was a couple of firsts tonight. My first time hosting, my first time allowing my fellow DPC members and others co run this show with me. So, well, like I said, we'll be back in 2 weeks. But what I would like to do to memorize this night, I would like everybody who performed that's still here, please come on this stage and let's get a group photo, please.
Great job.
Somebody take that.
Shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer. Come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer. Come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer. Feel the rhythm of the music getting stronger. Don't you fight it till you got to do that conga beat.
Yes. And we're gonna announce our feature this week. Okay, everyone like that. Secretary. Is Press and stuff.
I'm glad I got it. So,
File so small, but actually I managed
appreciate it. I like that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna buy your
Every third Saturday. We got Urban Academy on Earth. 18. And so we announced our features after, so our last feature was no features. Yeah, we had her and then she had the back of the ball. No, she does, boy. And we have, you know, white girls. Yeah, we get it. So we put in there. Teacher every show and we kind of, you know, my group is kind of fun. So, yeah, so yeah. She be doing that with brand name. And this it was your, you're trying to go out. And how would I follow? Yeah, I'm keeping all the fire. I'm a 16. Yes, so yeah, we try to go out there more than. It's a charm. Maybe we can. It's like, okay, oh, that's good. So we're every third Saturday, and then you every last Friday. That's good. That's good. This Friday, I'm doing Halloween. This Thursday, Halloween. That's gonna be awesome. Amazing. Last year was a big costume party. It's a big cool Halloween. Yeah. It's my birthday.
Yeah, last year I came to the Spurs fan.
Yeah.
Well, because I went to see the number five versus Spurs.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't putting no. I'm like my costume is I'm a Spurs fan. Just something happens to me.
Also, it'll be open mic.
Oh, yeah. I just wait. Yes, open mic, we have demos, like a demo, I mean, sensory and impact play, we kind of teach. Yeah, we teach, you know, that's what.
No, it's still some more. I got to go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got to go plus the club. I ain't trying to take all this on here. I'm calling you.
Oh my gosh, we have all this.
I don't know which flavors they have. Because I only got a little bit.
That one's not.
So we got.
I got this.
You got loaded?
Well, we had.
I didn't tear it. Oh, you gonna
We got hot. And we got teriyaki. And we got the snow plate right there.
Man, amazing. I was good to see you. I was worried.
Yes.
I used to be outside doing your thing.
You know what I do? I sit here and study until I'm watching. So when I'm at these shows, because sometimes I'm like, sometimes I just want to have a good time. That's everything. So sometimes I want to watch the show and have a good time. And then other times,
I know. You don't play. You don't play.
I was just Snookies on a regular basis back in the day. I was playing it.
I heard that word. Snookies in a minute.
It's
Snookies is the best. No, I was like, was it the first time?
Yeah, but it's honest.
But you know, I saw it. I mean, I saw y'all. I paid attention.
I would appreciate you coming out always. I'm like, my backyard. I live right up the mission. So yeah, I had to be here with you.
Snooki back in the day.
No, for real. And I'm new here, but I remember Snooki. You remember Snooki? I'm going to right on our counter. I remember Snooki. True. I wasn't here. Oh, yes, I do. I can ask you. I'm taking y'all back. I do know some trips. For Nettie's. Yes. For Nettie's. Come on, come get with us on a regular kitchen. We nice. We nice.
I thought you said it was B Friday, so
I'm gonna double check what you got. I mean,
it doesn't matter what's
you
in.
got all that. You can break over there. Yeah, I'm probably. I know Maya's not coming on Friday. We're radical kitchen.
Oh, erotic? No.
Yeah, I know.
So, yeah, you want to go bowling Saturday night?
Wait, where are we going?
Don't worry about the party.
See, watch it. Watch it.
She said Friday.
Don't worry. We got
Oh, different thing, Kim. Yeah.
I can only do Friday night. How about you?
you. No, sit down to Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate y'all for putting up.
I bought my
The Bobby.